Come attend a South Indian wedding with me. We went to the venue where I met my annoying, not so little brother Adi, whose favorite pastime is to continuously roast me. I think at this point he's completely forgotten that I am his older sister. Anyhow, we reached the mandap decorated with banana leaves and lotus, and the seating area was spectacular. Adi and I went on to explore the venue property, which was beautiful. The place had a very lovely cottage vibe and a swimming pool, open cabanas, and a jacuzzi. Oh my god! When we returned, we saw the groom was already there for the first ceremony, that was the Kashi Yatra. In this, he begins his journey to Kashi with humble belongings, slippers, walking stick, fan, umbrella, etc. So things start off with the groom leaving for the pilgrimage. The bride's father then intervenes and convinces the groom that marriage is better than studying the scriptures. Here comes the beautiful bride, adorned with exquisite jewelry and a Kanchipuram sari. She looked remarkably like Alia Bhatt from Two States, and when the Bollywood buff inside me told her this, she got so excited and said, "Yes, I was exactly going for that look." And oh my god, look at that braid. I love the detailing. Then began the Malai Martal or the Varmala or the garland exchange ceremony, my most favorite part of the wedding. The two teams, brides and the grooms, lifted them on their shoulders, making it a full playful challenge to exchange the garlands. The air was filled with laughter, cheer, smiles all around. The look in their eyes, full of excitement and love, showed how ready they were to start this journey together, to support each other through thick and thin, to be there for each other no matter what, a silent promise of a shared future. Watching them, I was reminded of how simple, beautiful, and pure love is, and in the end, it's all that matters. There was a corner with gajra and roses which smelled wonderful. Papa was so adorably putting gajra in Ma's hair. I couldn't help but wonder at how even after 30 years of marriage, they still enjoy these small, sweet moments together. Then came the Onjal ceremony, where the bride and groom sat on a swing, surrounded by the joyful singing and blessings of the women and their families. The swinging chains represent their strong connection with the divine, while the swaying represents the ups and downs of life. This meaningful ritual symbolizes their journey to find peace and stability through life's ups and downs. What a beautiful underlying message. It was so hot outside that even my shadow was sweating. Thankfully, water came to my rescue. Finally, they came inside after dealing with the unbearable heat from the Onjal ceremony, making themselves comfortable at the mandap where the remaining rituals will happen. Then, of course, the usual chanting of mantras began and everyone took their seats to watch the ceremony. Then we had some adorable furry friends as Baratis at the wedding, but well, they were not so friendly. I tried to play with them, but they managed to break my hearts instead. Then I caught up with some of my cousins, diving into the usual craziness and fun that always comes with family gatherings. I met my sister, Jiju, and look at my cutie papa trying to fit in the frame. Oh, and we got some gajra bracelets also. Sakshi was, well, just being Sakshi. Next, we headed to the Onjal swing for some family photos. Let me tell you, it's always a bit of a battle to get my parents to pose because they get really awkward in front of the camera. I have no idea where I have inherited this from, but we managed to snap some pretty decent clicks. Then came the Kanyadanam ceremony, that is the giving away of the bride. Bride will be seated on her father's lap as he formally gives her hand in marriage to the groom amidst all the chanting of the mantras. These furry creatures were being pampered to the max and their attitude was absolutely reflecting that. Just look at him, sitting all unbothered and princess-like. Everyone took turns to caress them, turning into one big show. Then came the Saptapadi or the 7 steps, where the couple takes 7 steps around the sacred fire as a testament to their vows. This ritual represents their promise to be friends and companions for not just one, but for 7 lifetimes together. Look at them, stepping out as a happily newly married couple. Then I met my cuties, my absolute favorites. I always take countless pictures and videos with them. They always act like they're over it and super annoyed, but I always cannot just help myself. I'm totally obsessed with them. Their reactions and my constant snapping make for some of the best memories that I wouldn't trade for anything. Finally, after all that was done, it was time for food. I love South Indian food so much so that love is an understatement. There was mendu vada, there was sambar, there was dosa, and so many types of rice, tamarind rice, coconut rice, and so on. We had 2 plates, South Indian and North Indian. Don't worry, Adi and I shared them. But if anyone would have asked me to eat more, I'd have gladly obliged because it was delicious. Ending this vlog on a dramatic note because of course I live life like the cover star of my own magazine. Thank you all for watching. Keep laughing, keep learning, and remember, you've got this.